Hey guys, welcome out to Revolution this morning. We're looking at issue number 8 in the 190 list of Scrivener when he's comparing the King James Version with Theodore Beza's 1598 Greek text. And so here we see issue number 8 here. We see chapter 10 and verse 10, it has Rabdos. So, actually, sorry, that's what we just went through. Chapter 10, verse 25, sorry, with Beelzebub. Beelzebub. And so it says, the Complutensian polyglot has Beelzebub, hic tantum, the Vulgate passum, Tyndale has Beelzebub, Plantum, but Beza, and Ceteri Omnes, so in all the editions of Beza, it has Beelzebub. So let's just have a quick look at this. 1025. And so we can see here at Scrivener, he's changed the last letter here to match with Beelzebub. Now, the Complutensian polyglot in 1514 matches this, but all the other Reformation era Textus Receptus editions have Beelzebub. Okay, so let's just have a quick look at Scrivener's issue here. So we see here it's the last letter, the beta, where he the lambda has been crossed out. It's been overridden by the beta here, so it's Beelzebub instead of Beelzebub. Okay, so we'll just double check that. So here we are. This is in the Hathi Trust, Beelzebub, with the little indicator that goes to the 190 list at the back of this book here, or the bottom of this book. And these other issues, the bold words with the numbers, that's to do with the changes in the Westcott and Hort text. So we see here that it's got minus L here is a number 7. So they've put a 7 there, minus L, and then this word. So they're sort of lumping all that. And so notice how it's bold there as well. It's not just, the asterisk. It's bold. It's in a different font. And so all that whole issue is changed in the Westcott and Hort. And so is Scrivener, is he right to change this to Beelzebub from Beelzebub? Okay, so let's have a look. Theodore Beza has here Beelzebub. Okay, and so I think they've actually put in the wrong letter there. It looks like they've scribbled that letter out, and so it looks like it's supposed to be it's supposed to be a zeta there. But yeah, clearly it has. So that's just a nothing issue. That's just probably just a print error. It has Beelzebub here. Okay, so that's a beta. That's a Omicron, upsilon on top of that, and the lambda there. So Baal. So while Baal, we understand Beelzebub, it might point to Baal, and things like that. But we understand in the King James it is enough for his disciple that he be as his master, and the servant as his lord, if they have called the master of the house Beelzebub with a B, how much more shall they call them of his household? So you can see Scrivener's thinking, okay, well, they got Beelzebub here. That means the Greek must have said Beelzebub. It didn't say Beelzebub, it said Beelzebub. Okay. And so he's gone ahead and looked at the Greek of 1598, Theodore Beza, and then he's changed the last word to the beta there. following the competency and polyglot. Okay, so Scrivener changed his 1881 Greek New Testament to Beelzebub in this verse, as opposed to Beza's 1598 Greek Beelzebub. But he was in error to do so, because it can easily be explained by the translator's second rule, which stated the names of the prophets and of the holy writers with the other names of the text. So that, the names of devils and demons and other people, and to be retained as nigh as may be. So it's talking about names, prophets, holy writers, and other names. To be retained as nigh may be, according as they were vulgarly used. So the common usage in England was Beelzebub. Now, Beelzebub is exactly how they have it in the Latin. But there are many words in English and many names that have been Latinized. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you might have cultures where they have words that have just become anglicized by English, and there's just nothing you can do about it. They call it that way. And so let's just read through this. The name Beelzebub had been established in English, German, and Latin usage, and so it became the acceptable translation of Beelzebub in the translations. And so English, German, and Latin had all used Beelzebub. Okay. Others that read Beelzebub are Zwingli's Swiss Bible of 1531, Luther's 1565 Bible. So obviously that's an update, and it could be a reflection of the original, but I'm just got that there. You just have to check that. 1599 Nuremberg Polyglot. So that would be the Hutter Polyglot, the Dodecaglot of 12 languages. They have it in the German, Danish, Latin, Italian, Galice, whatever that is, Gaelic, I guess, Gaelic, and Bohemius. The Italian Diodati of 1661 also has it. I'm not sure if that was the exact year. I had someone pull me up the other day on the Italian issue, so there might be a few dates floating around that are wrong. But when you check these editions, this is what they have. It was not a strange practice to alter proper names from the Greek text to name a more agreeable in its traditional English pronunciation. For example, Paulos was altered to Paul, Ludi to Lois, Loidi to Lois, Unica to Eunice, Petros to Peter, Jacobus to James, Judas to Jude, Timotheo to Timothy, etc. If the translators were justified in converting the Greek spelling of proper names of people, why are they not justified in changing the proper name of Beelzebub in the Greek to Beelzebub in English? Surely Scrivener should have figured this out. And I think that too. It's just like, well, it's one of the rules for the translators. Scrivener's seen as the guru of the authorized text and all the rest of it. But see, sometimes I'll be harsh on him, but then I realize, no, actually, in cases like this, we should be harsh on him. Because, sometimes I think, no, well, he's dealing with the Greek and all this stuff. Well, really, he should be able to tell that it's Beelzebub. Maybe he was making it easier for people to understand or whatever, but anyway, I just think that he unnecessarily changed Theodore Beza's text. There are 6 passages which read Beelzebub in the underlying Greek text of Beza, which is translated Beelzebub by the King James Version translators. So everywhere it has Beelzebub in Beza, it's Beelzebub in the King James. It's pretty basic. So these passages are, I might even open these. I'll just open them all up so we can have a quick little look. Hopefully they're fully clothed. Sometimes I go to these places and I haven't, I'm constantly going through updating material on my website. Sometimes I go to a page and it's just bare bones, and it's pretty embarrassing to look at. But other times I've got more than I realize, and I'm like, wow, I've spent a bit of time there. Beelzebub appears in Scrivener's Greek only in Matthew 10:25, but not in the other 5 passages. It follows Beelzebub, which is the reading in Beza's 1598. Why he was inconsistent in Matthew 12:25 is because the Complutensian polyglot only had Beelzebub in Matthew 10:25, but Beelzebub in all other places. So he matched it in that text in his failed attempt to reconstruct the Greek behind the King James Version. And so this is a failure. This is like, okay, so let's have a look. King James Version, Beelzebub. So actually, I'm better off looking at, so where are we? Matthew 12:24. So let's just go down in his Scrivener's text. Okay, Matthew 11. I'll click it a little bit here. Actually, Matthew 12 down to 24. And I'll just show you. This is just going to be one example. But he has Beelzebub. And there's no apostrophe. That's accepted. So this is the problem. He's got it in 5 other places as Beelzebub, but in this one place he wants to change it to Beelzebub. And so it would be okay if he was trying to, trying to be consistent or something like that, but it's just like he's just looked at one issue, and it seems to be an issue that is really to do with the Westcott and Hort text again. And so we see that they've added this B there. And so what I might do, I'll just have a quick look at, say, well, here we are with the Greek here. So we can see the modern Greek, they're going through Beelzebub. And it looks like it was a variation in spelling. It's Beelzebub, where this is Beelzebub. It's pretty interesting. And then you got Beelzebub. So you got an extra lambda there in most of them. So, but in the text of 1598 of Beza, it's Beelzebub, and then we see Scrivener, he's changed that to Beelzebub. Okay. So we understand that. So what was the verse? It was 12:24 and 12:27. So that'll be very easy to look at. So yeah, we can see Beelzebub there. And we can see Beelzebub there. So that it's unchanged. There's no footnote, there's nothing. But let's have a look at what the other ones say. So it was 12:25, I think it was. '24, sorry. 24 and 27. So I'll just grab I might just grab the B because it looks like the L is a bit of a variant in some of them. So here we have Beelzebub. Okay, so it's pretty much the same all the way through except for a few variants. But there's not even a hint of Beelzebub there. Not a hint. Okay, so let's go to 27. Beelzebub. Let's search for that again. We're looking for a final beta. Not even a hint. So basically, Scrivener's saying that they would go through, have Beelzebub there, but nowhere else. And even this is Matthew writing this. And so it just doesn't. To me, this is silly. To me, this is ridiculous. And I just think it's just totally, completely unnecessary to change this. And it goes against the rules, the names of the prophets and holy writers, with the other names of the text to be retained as nigh as may be, accordingly as they were vulgarly used. So hopefully this is showing you that this list, I'll just find, oops, I'll go back to the top. This list here, we've gone through this first part of it. We've nearly finished the ones in Matthew. There's only 1, 2, 3 to go. And I think I've proven to you that these are completely unnecessary. That there's nothing there that really needed to be changed. Maybe because he was building a Greek text, I understand there might be the odd, smooth breathing or rough breathing. Okay, you might go into those type of things in the Greek, but it's totally untranslatable. And I'm not saying there aren't issues that come up, because there are, and we'll deal with them as they come. But you look at the next ones are just to do with like one letter, the way a word is sounded, and a two-letter word is changed to one-letter word, and so as you can see, you can tell from this that why I say there's only about 10% of these things are really necessary in the 190 list of Scrivener. So that's it for this one. So the next one we're going to look at will be, I might just go back here, 1121 Bethsaida or Bethsaiden. Looking at a final new. So we're going to look at that next time. Okay, so God bless you guys. Thanks for watching, and God bless you.